Follow them. Yeah, you can probably zoom in. Then Odin, is that what it is? I'll just have you line your comments line in the middle here for now. Well, then I'll probably have you like zoom in on where it is and kind of follow it. So I'm assuming it's somewhere down there then. So I'll have you can probably go to the right side of the house.
Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to this historic event. Please direct your attention to the west end of the rink for the start of our Raise the Banner ceremony. I will turn the mic over to our MC for this evening, Mr. Rob Grammer. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Moorhead Sports Center, where tonight we raise the state championship banner for the 2025 boys hockey team. Now, please direct your attention to the east end near the Zamboni door.
You zoom in on the person with the entrance.
Starting our ceremony this evening and bringing out the state championship trophy is longtime Moorhead Youth Hockey Association coach, rink manager, and supporter of all things hockey in our community. Ladies and gentlemen, the legend, Mr. Dennis Bushy. Our state championship banner this evening will be escorted by Sam Moody, Cooper Chiketsky, Barry Tobolt, Kim Tobolt-Gilbertson, and the parents of Ethan Montagen, Jenna Aspig, and Corey Montagen. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome these individuals in our state championship banner to the ice. Assembled on the ice this evening and delivering the state championship banner is a player from every Scud Boys hockey team from 1965 to 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ice these past Moorhead Scud hockey players. Chuck Watson founded the boys hockey program during the 1965 school year. For the first several years of the program, the team practiced and played their games outdoors. They made and maintained their own ice. All of that. In the 1970s, under the leadership and the guidance of the Moorhead Park District and the Blue Line Club, this Moorhead Sports Center opened in December of 1974 and has been the home of Spud hockey for the 52 seasons. In the 1980s, the Moorhead Youth Hockey Association continued to lay the groundwork for future successes, and it was in 1986 as the Spuds made it to their first Section 8 championship game. During the 1990s, the Spuds made their first trip to the state hockey tournament. Those teams appeared in 5 state tournaments and played in 4 state championship games. And during the first 24 years of this century, the Spuds continued to make frequent appearances at the state hockey tournament and had a streak of playing in 24 consecutive state or section championship games. Which brings us a little early to March 8th of 2025, the night we will long remember. Receiving the banner from the alumni this evening are the 4 boys hockey head coaches who have led our Spuds to the state hockey tournament. Please welcome to the ice into the west end, Terry Cullen, Dave Mornville, Pete Cullen, and John Ammerman. As the banner makes its way down the ice to those coaches, they will pass it off to the team that made the dream happen, the 2025 state championship boys. They will attach the flag to the left. They are, make yourselves known, boys. Charlie Stenger, Davis Campbell, Carson Coots, Mason Pratt, Brooks Cullen, David Duval, Carter Hasbury, Carter Terry, Tanner Gilbertson, Nolan Cook, George Arnold, Brandon Mickelson, Zach Devin, Zach Zimmerman, Brady Steffen, Titan Ferguson, Braden Quaid, Michael Herman, Max Cullen, Drew Simonich, Evan Water, Jake Franklin, and Levi Moser. The team is coached by John Ammerman, Tony Kumka, Matt Cullen, Aaron Hurt, Derek Thompson, Sam Walstead, and Tyler McNamara. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2025 Boys Hockey Class AA State Champions, our Moorhead Spuds. concludes our battering ceremony. Let's get ready for a great game tonight. Go Spots. Starting in net at junior number 30, Cody Papa. On defense at junior number 16, Isaac Benson. And the other defense at junior number 18, Colin Otto. And left wing at junior number 9, Preston Derrick. On right wing at junior number 7, Devin Jacobs. And center back line at junior number 21, Lane Marshall. Assistant coaches with Chris Baker and Austin Kugelberger, head coach Ryan Hacker. The Sabres enter tonight's game with a record of 7-1. And now here's the starting lineup for your defending state champion, Moorhead Spy. Starting at goal, the sophomore number 31, Will Arnold. On defense is senior number 4, Brandon Nicholson. And the other defense is senior number 15, Zach Divitt. And left wing is senior number 23, Tyden Orsi. And right wing is senior number 10, Michael Herman. And centering that line at junior number 7, Zach Zimmerman. Assistant coaches for the Spuds are Tony Cockenberg, Colin and Aaron Hurd. Head coach is John Emmerman. Spuds into the game tonight with a record of 8-1. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise in your able room, your caps, and direct your attention to our nation's flag. On this special night for Spuds hockey, we are sincerely grateful to welcome 1993 Moorhead High graduate, U.S. Navy veteran, and official anthem singer for the Minnesota Wild, Mr. John. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wild game, and he filled this arena as well as he fills the Wild arena.
It's funny how that works.
Unbelievable. Yeah. Nice job, John DeCosmaker. And then we'll have a ceremonial dropping of the puck here.
Well, the main reason this facility is so overloaded tonight is the presentation of the state championship banner that now hangs at the west end of the arena.
Yeah, and I mean, such a great job by Mr. Cole putting together that ceremony, and we had representation from every Spuds team from 1965 with the banner landing with the coaches that brought the Spuds to the state tournament and the team that won it to finally get raised. And now we have the captain, the first captain of the 1965 team, now dropping the puck along with the 2025 captain with the ceremonial dropping of the first puck.
The 1965 graduate looks like he might not quite be able to put the pads on anymore.
I think he lost his skates.
Meanwhile, you got Titan Bergeson standing alongside him. He can put the pads on and get her done.
Yeah, and we expect to see Titan come out tonight and put on the show that he normally does for the crowd. Captain of the current edition of the Moorhead Spuds, Titan Bergeson, and yeah, he'll be ready to go on a big night. You could tell those kids that were on the team from last year that got to be a part of that ceremony. You could see the emotion in them, and I think they'll be ready to go tonight.
Yeah, and tonight also we will recognize that the Spuds and the Sabres are battling it out. Sabres, one time were in the AA classification, but they're single A classification now out of Section 6, but they are building a program that is soon to be, and maybe tonight's the night, to be reckoned with.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with their youth program, kind of a suburb of St. Cloud. Some of the hockey people kind of aggregating out in that area. So they've got a strong youth program. This team is, I believe, a top 5 in Class A, so they did drop down classification based on enrollment, but a very, very worthy opponent for certain tonight.
And only one loss on the season. Sartell is 7-1. The Spuds are 8-1 after the loss to Minnetonka in their last outing. We are underway as the play goes off to the far side and brought into the zone by Zach Zimmerman. A throw on goal deflected away, and it goes deep into the far corner. From there, it comes back along the near side, up along the wall. Just underway in tonight's hockey matchup between Moorhead and Sartell as the puck escapes the zone and pounds off the glass and then sent right down, all the way down. In goal tonight, Will Arnold, a 1.9 goals against, 90% saves, very high, very recognizable number. 90% is certainly something to be attained.
Yeah, good start to the sophomore season for Will Arnold.
And so the play is off to the far side where Zimmerman has it. Deflected away, and the Spuds make a line change here, just a minute in. As they step over, Paulson was ahead of the play, and offside is the caller, and we'll bring it all the way back. So how does a team respond to a tough loss like the Minnetonka outing?
Yeah, you got to wear it a little bit and kind of, look at what went wrong, watch film, and then you flush it and you just get ready to come out and have a new performance tonight.
Off to the far side. Here's the walk-in, thrown deep in by Drew Corton. Comes all the way back out, right up on top. Here's a quick look by John Grammer, and it was deflected away back into the corner. Skip over the top of the puck, and the play continues on. Moorhead with a good stick check on the blue line, keeping it in play. Paulson chasing it down, sending it all the way off to the far side where Max Cullen has it. Deflected off the far wall, right up on top. Moorhead now. We noticed that against Minnetonka that the Skippers were a team that took away some of the time of possession. Moorhead's right back on top of their game here so far.
Yeah, good zone time and possession for the Spuds here. Little ping pong on the first shift where Sartell was able to stop the Spuds and exit their zone, more neutral zone action. But on the second shift, the Spuds go to work with Max Cullen, Evan Wander, and John Grammer getting some good zone time. Sartell able to fend them off here, but they throw an icing down the length of the ice. So now we'll see Will Cullen step in with Seamus Camel and George Arnold. Mickelson and Stefan on the point.
With the puck going down, it's drawn out on top. Here's the walkover by Brandon Mickelson. Rolls it behind the net where it's picked up by Keaton Landowski of Sartell, and play continues deep in the far corner. Wristed out up against the wall. From there comes back and it's thrown out. Spuds keeping it in at the point. Then it's knocked away. Brandon Mickelson forced to go back and pick it up, and he finds Brady Stefan. To the near side now as the Sabres collect the puck and bring it up to center ice. And it was touched, so there's no icing. and play continues in the near corner. From there, Jamison Schmitz brings it up ice for Sartell and the Spuds get a stick on it and throw it in the direction, and Brody Protoff, who has to play it off to the side. Play continues down on the near corner, all the way to the far side. We're there. Tyden Bergeson plays it up on top, stick handling his way, and it's picked up by Bergeson, reaching down, skating high and mighty all the way to the far side. Played off to the far wall, picked up by Preston Dergish. And it's sent off to the far side where the return pass comes in intercepted. Here's a windup and a look and a shot and a save by Will Arnold. Will Arnold came up with a big save to keep the game scoreless here to start the evening activities. Tip off to the far near corner. From there, played back near side as Zach Zimmerman had it pulled away from him, and it comes up on top, right on the stick of Tyden Bergeson. Bergeson brings it in, stick handling his way high, and the slap backhanded shot right into traffic where it's deflected away. Paulson picks it up at the blue line and throws it back into play. Bergeson catches up to it in the corner. He's pinched up against the boards. And then it comes back out, and Paulson will try it again. He lines one up, and a shot is high and wide. Rebound off to the far side, picked up by Preston Dergish. To the near side, and it is deflected, and Paulson there to pick it up. Spuds are in the process of completing their line change. As the Sabres come out of the zone. It was touched, it was deflected, it was no icing called, and the play continues on. Finn Paulson brings it into the zone with a long pass. It was away, and that one will be an icing call as Evan Warner couldn't catch up to it. And that will bring it back into the Moorhead zone.
Yeah, 12:39 to go in the first period. We'll have a face-off coming to Arnold's right. Sartell getting their first really good chance of the night on a pass to Spuds. D thought the forward was coming, and the forward was going, and it ended up on the wrong stick. Will Arnold comes up with a big save on one of Sartell's biggest threats, Devin Jacobs.
Jacobs comes in with 10 goals scored and 17 assists, 27 points there early on. A bounce pass off the wall taken back by Mickelson of Moorhead as they backpedal into their own end. Here's the long pass up. Evan Warner had it slip off his stick. And we've got another trip back up ice after the icing.
Look by Drew Corton out there trying to get Evan Warner up the ice and defended hard by a Sartell player, Sartell defenseman. I believe it was Colin Otto, and caused an icing as Warner wasn't able to get to that puck.
No scoring so far as the Spuds and Sabres battle it out tonight at Moorhead Sports Center. A busy, busy schedule for the Spuds as they start the new year and put the closing on the old year. All the way down to the behind the net. Picked up by Petterlin. Petterlin carries it into the far corner. From there, it's kicked back, and it's picked up by Brandon Mickelson. Spuds come out, go rink wide with it, a drop pass, and just did miss firing and keeping it onside. Drew Corton was just ahead of the play.
Yeah, some just near misses for the Spuds as they're trying to execute coming up the ice. A little bobble causes the players to go in ahead of the puck, so we have an offsides coming outside, face-off outside Sartell's end.
Just inside of 12 minutes remaining. We're early on in this hockey game. Moorhead and Sartell.
Will Cullen getting kicked out of the face-off circle, so Seamus Campbell will step in. George Arnold over on the wing.
Here's a play down and tapped into the zone. Sartell looking for an outlet pass, and it's deflected away. Will Cullen forces it down deep where it's picked up by Finn Paulson. Bouncing up against the wall near side. Pulled off the wall, and here comes Will Cullen into the zone. Will Cullen tossing it down deep. Picked up and circling it around. All the way up on top, feeding it off to the far side. Here's the shot right out, and it left it right on the doorstep. Someone put a stick on it and steered it away. Back it comes. Down low and behind the net. Picked up there and tried to push it out towards the point. Mickelson was waiting for it, but it never got there. It was deflected away, and now Sartell plays it down deep. Centering pass right out in front, leaving the net open for a moment, but it got deflected all the way to the far side where Isaac Menser steers it back to the near side. Up against the near wall. Big collision there.
Sartell just hanging on. Some more good zone time for the Spuds with that line of Will Cullen, Seamus Campbell, and George Arnold. Nice job to get in on the forecheck as they entered the zone. A nice little oopy-doop move by Will Cullen, and then throws it in down low. Seamus Campbell jumps on it, works his way to the middle of the ice, finds Zach Devig. Good net front from George Arnold, and Will Cullen getting there, a near miss on a rebound attempt.
Play down to the near corner. Played by the Sabres. It's sent off to the far side. This one goes all the way down, and it will bring a whistle and an icing play. The Spuds nearing the end of the 2025 school year and the calendar year, and then they're jumping right back into the fray with the mix-up of that holiday tournament at it's near Prior Lake. Play comes up. Here's a windup with a shot lifted high. Bounced it back near side. Kept in nicely by Bergeson. He walks his way in, then drops it off to the side. Kick down low. Play continues off to the far side. Michael Herman has it. Trouble hanging on to it. It's poked away, and then it's taken back. And the battle continues for the loose puck, and it's pulled in by Sartell. Spuds overskated it, setting up a pass. Looking for the deflection right out in front. But it's turned all the way to the corner where it's played back by Sartell. Spuds pull it away on their own end. Here's a whack at it and a centering pass. Comes out. Here's the walk up by Zach Zimmerman. Carries it all the way down. Puts the shot on. Blocked away nicely by Potoff. And the puck escapes the zone. There we got a lead away. There's a breakaway try. And the puck is tipped away, and I tell you what, Will Arnold is on the top of his game here early on. Another save, and it looked like a clear shot attempt, and Arnold with the save keeps it at 0-0. Here's Bergeson walking it in. He takes a hit from behind. Play goes down, whistles blow, and we'll have I suspect we'll have some activity or some action taken here administratively.
Yeah, it doesn't look like
maybe
any
not.
penalties being called. This puck just ended up underneath Titan and a heap of other players as they went to the net. Strong play by Sartell, defenseman, to knock Titan to the ice there. Drew a little reaction from the crowd, but the official thought it was a legal play, and we play on.
9:10 remaining. No scoring. Max Cullen stands in to handle the faceoff. Drawn back to the near point. Sent back in by Paulson. Rolls it down low and from behind the net. Picked up by Andrew Bollinger. Turned it back out, and the Spuds pick it up. Go rink wide with it. Here's a cycling pass right down in front. And that was dangerously close. And it came away, and here comes Sartell. And the Spuds put a stick check on it by Finn Paulson. Forces the loose puck away, and the Spuds come up 3-on-2. Off to the far side, centering pass, backhand shot, rebound, shot, and a goal! The Spuds had it pretty well set up, and you could see the diagram developing out at center ice. And the play went right down low, right into the goal mouth for a 1-0 lead.
Well, as we often see with this Spuds team, and historically for the Spuds, really good on the rush. Great zone exit by the defenseman, making a smart play. I think it was Brady Steffen at the time. He went for a line change by the time the goal was scored. I could be wrong, but anyway, he gets it to Evan Warner, and the Spuds go to work on a 3-on-2 with Warner driving it. Max Cullen with a great center drive. Gets a little entry pass from Evan. He shoots it. Max shoots it, and Johnny Grammer going to the net to get the rebound. So that'll be Grammer from Cullen and Warner.
Here's the goal. Max Cullen getting the goal. John Grammer getting the assist, and the Spuds lead at 1-0. And for Max Cullen, his 6th goal of the season. Play resumes from behind the net. A quick turnaround by Brandon Mickelson before heading out to center ice. Walking across the blue line. Tried to backpedal and carry the puck with him, but it got poked away. Rounding it all the way down, and the Spuds pick it up by Will Cullen. Sends it off to the far side. Here's a quick wrister backhand. And it was pumped away into the glove of Brody Potoff.
Well, Spuds on the counterattack as Sartell's able to clear it. Finn Paulson with some good puck presence as he backs up through the neutral zone, waiting for something to open up. He's able to find Will Cullen up in the middle of the ice. Nifty move by Will Cullen to enter the zone in the middle, slided wide to George Arnold for a quick shot attempt, scoring chance for the Spuds, third line.
Here's a chase for the puck, and it's taken by Bergeson. Carries it in on the near side, walks along with it, and puts a shot out on front. The rebound is playable, and it comes out to Finn Paulson, who returns it far side. Drew Corton there. Brings it out to center ice. Drew Corton on the fly. Stick handles his way down. He gets taken down. Play goes on as Tanner Burris was also involved in the play for Sartell. Off to the far side, 7 minutes remaining. Across the blue line and in. A lifted pass. There's a sound going on that is going to tells me we're going to have some physical encounters here before the end of the night.
Finn Paulson isn't afraid to mix it up that way, and as the Sartell winger came and tried to make a play deep into the zone, he was able to do it, but it wasn't without consequences. Big Finn Paulson came across and went shoulder to shoulder, and we had a couple of bodies hitting the ice and hitting the boards and drawn some reaction from the crowd and from us as well, I suppose.
1-0, Moorhead with the lead. 6:50 to play, first period. Off to the far side, played by Zach Debig. Rink wide pass played all the way down. A whack at it, deflected away from there, picked up by Coronado. Sends it ahead, all the way down, giving chase. Grady Huteri. Near side, here's the look, and the Spuds are 2-on-2. Stick handling all the way. Here's the nifty backhand pass. Putting it right out for one, Evan Warner. And the shot, the rebound, kicked away all the way back up ice. So the Spuds again showing their ability to handle the puck. And Sartell showing the ability to stop the shot.
Yeah, another good up ice from that Spuds unit. Grady Huteri gets on a puck and just makes a simple play again, and if the defense can continue to do that, Spuds are in good shape, gets it around the wall to John Grammer. He makes a good play up ice into Max Cullen and Evan Warner, and they do some work there to get another good scoring chance.
Here's Mickelson with a shot on that had to be shoulder saved. The rebound comes up with a shot and a goal. The Spuds putting the pressure on from behind the net and was able to sneak one out in front and lead it now 2-0.
Yeah, so the Spuds, here you go, you win a faceoff and good things can happen. The puck ends up back to Mickelson at the point. He throws one in towards the net, and it takes a good carom if you're a Spuds fan off the back glass. And Will Cullen jumps on a rebound. It takes advantage of kind of the chaotic play and throws it back at the net. It ends up kind of bouncing in off of maybe the goalie or a defender. Either way, beautiful play there for the Spuds. Will Cullen gets one.
Here's the scoring announcement. Will Cullen getting his 3rd goal of the year. 9th grader Will Cullen adding to the Spuds lead, and it's 2-0. Here's another shot from down close and in. The Spuds are pouring on here early as they slipped on behind the defense and put a quick wrister down, and Brody Potoff couldn't handle the play, and it's 3-0.
Wow, this is the sneaky, slick hands of Zach Zimmerman coming up through the middle of the ice, gets a puck. He's got a little speed. He does a oopy-doop, dipsy-doo on 2 Sartell defenders to navigate through their sticks. gets in and he goes forehand, backhand real quick and sneaks it past the goaltender. 3-0 Spuds, 5:30 to go in the first.
I'm afraid to ask you the description of how that all happened, but I'm afraid you'll tell me.
I don't know. I'm asking you to spell it.
Here's the score. Zach Zimmerman with the goal, his 7th. Nicholson assisting on the play, and he adds to his total of points, helping out on points scored. And the Spuds now lead at 3-0. 5 minutes remaining. We're in the first period as the Spuds looking to celebrate the banner that now hangs at the west end of the arena that says Boys State Hockey Champs 2025. As the play unfolds, here's a long pass up to the tape and to the blue line. And just ahead of Max Cullen. Play goes down to the near corner. While we have a minute, we want to remind you, Brian Meyer will join us and talk about the production that it took place to put this event on tonight and all the other historical things that have come his way in his tenure here at Moorhead High. Here's the play on the near side. Here's Mickelson off to the far side. Rebounding up on high in the slot, now near side. Evan Warner stick handles his way, had it poked away nicely. Big collision along the near wall. Max Cullen walks his way away as the Spuds play it down low. Play there, deflected away. The rebound comes out to the zone and turned around and sent right back in again all the way down. Zach Debig had it momentarily. Had it poked away, rolls out to center ice. And play there. Back down to the near side and off the wall. Seamus Campbell chases it down, then had it poked away. The shot goes on, the shot stays out. Here's Max Cullen feeding it far side. A step ahead of the play and then the return pass, shot and a goal! A rebound off the stick and then off the skate, and the Spuds now lead it 4-0.
Yeah, you want another up ice play from the Spuds. Good work from that line of Will Cullen, Seamus Campbell, and George Arnold. This time, nice job by Spuds defender Drew Corton to join the play on the weak side, and they're able to find him. And the cleverness in this play is the first touch of Drew Corton. He doesn't handle the puck, but he touches it past the Sartell defender into space where he can get onto it, makes a centering feed to George Arnold, who one-times it and sneaks it past the goaltender. 4-0 Spuds, 3 minutes to go.
Here's the scoring announcement. His second goal of the year, George Arnold. Corton assisting on the play. But it's the goal by George Arnold in a nifty move and maneuver to get into a position to toss it up and in. And his goal, his second, as we mentioned, has given Moorhead a 4-0 advantage over Sartell here tonight in Moorhead. Stick handing his way through. Here's a work out in front and the puck laying there nicely open and it is picked up by the Spuds. Devick feeds it off to the far side for Mickelson. Sent ahead, here's a centering pass. Rolling it down and a shot just missed, got kicked out. Play continues on up ice. Again, a deflection of the play, but the play comes all the way down and picked up by Devin Jacobs of Sartell, and it works its way up near side. Underhand pass near side, put ahead by Preston Daragish. Long rink-wide pass. The Spuds are there to pick it up, and there's a race for it. Holding the blue line, that's there. Here's a wind-up and a pass down low. Shot goes on and blocked away. Rebound played into the far corner. The result is a walk-up ice to the near side. Here's the return by Brandon Mickelson. Sent off to the far side. Down deep into the corner. Backhanded down, and play comes back up along the wall, far side, before the Spuds put a stick on it and control it. Here's Mickelson. circling around at the point. He has changed of direction again as he changes another time on a roundabout. Putting a play out. And 1 minute to go in the period. And here's the turnover by Caleb Thompson as he works his way down near side. Max Cullen sends it rink wide where it's picked up by Evan Warner. Overplays there with 44 seconds remaining. It comes all the way rink wide. Deflected up, played back down. Max Cullen deflected it to the near wall. And up again, it comes with 27 seconds. 26 seconds to play now in the first period. Sartell putting some extra pressure on to try to get on the scoreboard before the horn sounds. But so far the Spuds are owning the domination of play. And a pass that was deflected, in fact, off his own stick, finally brought in by Zach Devig. And that's going to take us right down to the end of the first period as the horn sounds. The Spuds in a big way, in their way of commemorating the trophy that now stands at the end of the arena. After one period of play, it's Moorhead 4 and Sartell nothing.
Hi, my name's Titan Bergeson.
Hi, I'm Brandon Mickelson. Hi, I'm Max Cullen. And you're watching Spuds TV.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Buffalo Wild Wings' new spicy chicken dippers are the perfect amount of heat. Same thing people say about me. They're like, Hank, you're perfectly hot. Gotta dunk you in that tangy beat-up dip hot. New spicy chicken dippers from Buffalo Wild Wings.
Need to make a great impression? Whether it's eye-catching newsletters, professional business cards, or custom envelopes, Copycat Printing has you covered for all your printing needs. Located at 1624 Main Avenue Southeast, 218-236-1115.
Home is more than a place. It's the people and moments you live for. With all you have to protect, choose insurance that helps you experience more of what matters most.
For 40 years, we and our dealers have believed that the kitchen is the heart of the home. Family dinners have always been a special way of catching up, solving the world's problems, and breaking bread. We'll make the countertops, you make the memories. Fabricators Unlimited.
Hi, I'm Max Cullen. And you're watching Spuds TV.
A little nonsense is what I need. Now if you wanna get the best of me, got you smiling, that's for sure. Funny how you had the best of your...
Boss Snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
Hi, I'm Brandon Mickelson. And you're watching Spuds TV.
Family is really important to me, and being able to be home and spend time with my young family, it's nice to be a part of that. I'm helping to coach my kids hockey. When you know you're doing what you're supposed to be doing when you're on the ice, there's nothing like it. It just makes you feel like you're where you belong. The biggest connection that I had with Bell Bank was making a difference in our community. I really appreciate the way that they aren't afraid to stand up in the crowd and get out there and make a difference. I just think that our values really lined up and made a really good fit.
Northwest Blinds is a proud supporter of all Moorhead Spuds activities. For over 30 years, we have been providing customers with a wide assortment of window covering choices. Owners Arlen and Carlos Swenson are available by appointment for a free in-home consultation on all your window covering needs. 218-236-4813 or nwblinds.com. At Northwest Blinds, we say, you wish you had more windows, and go Spuds.
Hi, my name's Titan Bergeson, and you're watching Spuds TV.
Selling land is a big decision. Knowing when and how to sell can be complicated. Let Steve Dalen, Farmland Sales eXp Realty, guide you through the sale process. Steve Dalen will bring you a local touch with nationwide support. Steve Dalen, Farmland Sales, where customers become clients, clients become friends. 701-893-8517 or stevedalenfarmlandsales.com.
Is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Start the engine, shine the light into the storm. Knuckles white, and the clock ticks. Time does not define me, it drives me to keep roads, schools, and storefronts open. Although the job is done for now, the clock will always.
Your home for Boss Snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
Don't work out where you won't work out. Blueprint Personal Training. At Blueprint, you'll work directly with an experienced personal trainer and nutrition coach in our brand new private gym. Tell us about your fitness goals, and we'll provide the personalized workouts and motivation to get the results you want to see. Training, nutrition, accountability. Blueprint Personal Training. BlueprintFargo.com.
Hi, my name's Titan Bergeson.
Hi, I'm Brandon Mickelson.
Hi, I'm Max Cullen. And you're watching Spuds TV.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Buffalo Wild Wings' new spicy chicken dippers are the perfect amount of heat. Same thing people say about me. They're like, Hank, you're perfectly hot. Gotta dunk you in that tangy beat-up dip hot. New spicy chicken dippers from Buffalo Wild Wings.
Need to make a great impression? Whether it's eye-catching newsletters, professional business cards, or custom envelopes, Copycat Printing has you covered for all your printing needs. Located at 1624 Main Avenue Southeast, 218-236-1115.
Home is more than a place. It's the people and moments you live for. With all you have to protect, choose insurance that helps you experience more of what matters most.
For 40 years, we and our dealers have believed that the kitchen is the heart of the home. Family dinners have always been a special way of catching up, solving the world's problems, and breaking bread. We'll make the countertops, you make the memories. Fabricators Unlimited.
Hi, I'm Max Cullen. And you're watching Spuds TV.
A little nonsense is what I need. Now if you wanna get the best of me, got you smiling, that's for sure. Funny how you had the best of me.
Snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
Hi, I'm Brandon Mickelson. And you're watching Spuds TV.
Family is really important to me, and being able to be home and spend time with my young family, it's nice to be a part of that. I'm helping to coach my kids hockey. When you know you're doing what you're supposed to be doing when you're on the ice, there's nothing like it. It just makes you feel like you're where you belong. The biggest connection that I had with Bell Bank was making a difference in our community. I really appreciate the way that they aren't afraid to stand out from the crowd and get out there and make a difference. I just think that our values really lined up and made a really good fit.
Northwest Blinds is a proud supporter of all Moorhead Spuds activities. For over 30 years, we have been providing customers with a wide assortment of window covering choices. Owners Arlen and Carlos Swenson are available by appointment for a free in-home consultation on all your window covering needs. 218-236-4813 or nwblinds.com. At Northwest Blinds, we say, you wish you had more windows, and go Spuds.
For a start of the second period, Moorhead with a 4-0 advantage over Sartell. We mentioned briefly the number of shots. Moorhead with 17 shots on goal, 13 saves for Brody Potoff, while Will Arnold faced 3 shots.
Well, I tell you what, it's very much worth mentioning that the complexion of that whole period changes. That Will Arnold doesn't make 2 breakaway saves early. Sartell very well could have been ahead 2-0, and that changes everything at that point. So only 3 shots, but holy cow, 2 pretty big saves.
It would have put Sartell on the board, I think, had he not been at the top of his game. So play is underway as we get second period going. Moorhead going left to right. Up high in the slot, delivered down low. Backhanded down to the corner, spun around, back now near side, picked up by Michael Herman, and that brings a whistle right in as the play is stopped.
Well, good action early from the Spuds to enter the zone. Zimmerman with speed, penetrates deep, and then gets it to Bergeson. Bergeson with a clever play to get it around behind the net to Mikey Herman, who comes out the other side, and Zach Devick snuck into a quiet little spot there, and Mikey found him for a quick shot on goal.
Bergeson picks up the faceoff, whistles a shot all the way to the far corner. The rebound is pulled back out. And play comes all the way rink wide. Spuds putting on some pressure in the back ice before it is sent along the near wall and all the way down behind goaltender Will Arnold. Puck is loose, a backhand pass, and a lot of help and a lot of fortune on that last play. It was right out in front, but nothing happened. And the play comes all the way up ice. Just underway, second period. Moorhead with a 4-goal first period, leading at 4-0. Pulled down, rather, a jump up in the air by Drew Corton to pull it back and put it in and keep it in play. Here's a walk in on goal, carrying the puck all the way with him. Preston was right there, all the way behind the net. 4-0 Moorhead leading with 15:33 remaining. So we're early here in the second period. Here's a centering shot and blocked away as the rebound. Michael Herman steers it out to the point to return down deep in the corner. Here's the walk in by Bergeson. Had it pulled away just as he was ready to pull the trigger. A long pass goes down low. The Spuds are outside, so they'll have to turn around and make it safe. Here's Tyden Bergeson doing just that as the play comes near side and up against the wall. Just underway, second period, and with 15:02 remaining, it's 4-0. Spuds on the walkthrough, put it in on goal, steered away. Looking at the point, here's the shot up on top. The pass was there, the shot was there, the post was there, and keeps it away. Play comes back near side for Jaden Bambanek. As the puck escapes, icing is called, and that'll bring it all the way back in and play left side of Brody Potoff.
Some good work there from that second unit for the Spuds of Max Cullen, Evan Warner, and John Grammer. Warner with a beautiful look as they work the puck down low all the way across the seam to Drew Corton, who snuck in on the backside, found a soft little spot, and that's the one where he caught, maybe it was the post or the side of the net, whatever it was, but a really good look for the Spuds there. And now face-off coming to the left of the Sartell goaltender with Will Cullen stepping in, and you got Seamus Campbell on the right and George Arnold on the left, Steffen and Mickelson on the point.
On the face-off, the puck is drawn to the near wall, picked up and sent down to the corner where it spins around, and then eventually comes bouncing off the wall and out near side for Brady Steffen. Works it all the way around as he throws it down deep. It rolls all the way through and comes out to center ice. A battle for the loose puck. The Spuds are there to pick it up and return it out. Here's a one-on-one break as it's steered off to the side that takes icing away. Play continues on. Backhand attempt, tipped away loose. Ben Lundin had it momentarily. Plays it near side, and it's picked up by Keaton Landowski. And that brings us to a stop with 13:53 remaining. It's still 4-0 Moorhead.
Yeah, some good play again from that line. Good forecheck from pressure from the Spuds in general, making it very difficult on Sartell to come up the ice. They were able to clear the puck, but Brady Steffen got on it in the neutral zone and just didn't quite get to the red line before sending it down. So face off to Arnold's right.
Play is drawn off to the near side. It's 2-on-2 out at center. It's deflected away, and finally Bergeson picks it up and kind of shovels it towards goal where it's steered away. Play continues out of the far corner. Spuds are forced to go after it and play it back to the near wall, giving Zach Zimmerman a chance to catch up to the play. And he pulls it out and brings it to center ice where the Spuds have to touch up, and play continues on. To the near side. Down deep along the wall, it escapes. And the Spuds on 2-on-2 at the blue line. Touch it ahead. Walking it around. Here's a centering pass. Blocked it away. Rebound kicked off to the near side. Long pass out. 4-0 Spuds leading with a 13:06 still to play. And the play comes in on goal. And Arnold is forced to kind of shake things off.
Yeah, and that's the line for Sartell that's done the most damage thus point in the season is Dragicic, Larson, and Jacobson. So they got loose up the ice, but defended well by the Spuds, where they weren't able to get really any formidable threat off of that rush, and Arnold's able to cover it up pretty easily.
A long time before, for all the crowd that was here for the presentation of the state championship flag, most are still here to continue watching. It's a way to spend your Tuesday night.
Sure is, and right before the holidays, good to see everyone sticking around late before Christmas Eve.
Here's the walk-in towards goal, shot and a goal!
Well, again, great speed up the ice from this line of Warner, Max Cullen, and John Grammer, and
that was that John that got the goal.
It looks like he was on the end of it. So Warner does a nice job of getting the puck up the ice. Max Cullen with speed bursts through. The defenders have to converge on him with that speed, and he's able to slide it across to John Grammer, who found a spot in alone and is able to pump it past the Sartell netminder for the 5th goal of the night.
19 shots on goal for the Spuds as they have taken over and controlling the offensive zone. Long pass out. Here's the scoring announcement from Thad Stafford. And it was indeed John Grammer on the goal. His 3rd goal of the season. Time of the goal, 4:15. And with that in mind, the clock is underway at 12:13 to play. Here's Grammer walking his way up and across the centering pass, perfectly played, shot and a goal. That one was just handmade, and it was Brandon Mickelson that gets the goal.
Yeah, I feel like a broken record, but another great up ice play by the Spuds as they come with their speed and they're able to chip a puck on to John Grammer up in space. And then Mickelson, as he's able to do so well, selects to join the rush late and goes bursting up the middle of the ice, which created the 2-on-1. And then John Grammer pulled the defender over to him and slid it over to Mickelson, who goes backhand for the 6th goal.
Grammer gets the assist. Brandon Mickelson gets the goal, and it is 6-0. Play off to the far side and for Mickelson. The goal counts, and it is back up ice, playing out of the far corner. Ringing it around off along the near wall. Arnold gives chase down deep in the corner. He will go, Ben Lundin goes sprawling on the ice, and we've got a tripping.
Yeah, so George Arnold in on the forecheck, being aggressive, playing with some jam. And you never fault a player to go in that hard and try to provide that for his team on the forecheck. He just got to stick in there a little bit too much, sending the Sartell player to the ice. And we'll see the Sartell power play for the first time tonight.
Yeah, that's right. And the penalties have been few and far between.
Well, I suppose that is the first one, isn't it?
And I think it's the first one of the game.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I think so.
Play along the near side. Yeah, tripping by George Arnold, and the play comes out all the way through, rolls it back down in the near side. Picked up by Isaac Metzer, brought near side. Colin Otto taps it ahead, a nifty job by Tyden Bergeson, carries it down deep into the corner, turns around and keeps control and drops it back into his own end where it's picked up by the defenseman. He throws it. A long pass that had just enough of an angle on it. Had it been a little bit steeper, it would have gone in.
Little hinge play to the goalie. We're utilizing the goalie now.
Whatever works. 6-0, Moorhead with the lead. And still 10:35 to play in the second period. Long play up all the way rink wide. Touched up behind the net, and here's the step up and out of the zone. Near side it comes. Isaac Metzer carries it down deep. Sent back out along the near wall. A battle for it along the near side. It pulls loose, and the chase continues down deep in the corner. And the battle continues as Sartell makes a couple of personnel changes. And Spuds finding Max Cullen in position to put up a defensive fence. Here's a shot and a goal! As it came from the far point right out in front, and a power play goal has put Sartell on the board.
Just a quick shot from the point and traffic. So we've heard that story before. It's a timeless way to get a goal. And so Sartell does a nice job recognizing we've got traffic and resources committed to the front of the net. Puck comes across the paint to a guy coming on the backside who's able to get a stick on it. And as Arnold slides across, opens up his legs just enough for that puck to get through. And Sartell's on the board.
6-1 our score. Lane Larson picks up the goal for Sartell. And for Lane Larson, his fourth goal of the year. Play comes up ice. Battling for it along the wall. Herman has it. He's pinched up tight against the wall. Can't move. Collisions as they reach in to pull it loose. It goes right back into a tight configuration down low and up against the wall. From there, kicked out, tapped ahead by Wyatt Zimney. And Sartell comes back up ice with it. 8:55 to play. Second period. Moorhead leading at 6-1, and here's the advance down to the far side. Centering pass. Tapped away, and it's right up on top. Devig steers it down low, and it's sent off to the far corner. And play continues there as it's picked up by Zimmerman. Backhand pass down low to Devig. He'll bring it up. Here's Corton walking his way in and wind up with a shot. The rebound, looking for the rebound tap in, and it just was off kilter. Play continues on as Bergeson carries it down behind the net, throws it back out up on top. Rink wide, it's picked off by Devig. He'll walk his way in. Centering pass goes off a stick and bounces all the way out to center ice where the Spuds chase it down. Bergeson sends it ahead for Zimmerman. A sprawling player from Sartell taking away the angle. Here's Stefan to the near side and all the way around the corner. Backhand pass out and the Spuds are there. They'll have to wait for the team's members to get onside, and as they do, play continues on. 7:30. 6-1. Moorhead leading it. Here's a windup in the far side. Shot and a rebound goal.
Yeah,
Devin Jacobs.
And that's that line that we had talked about earlier. And Dragicic with a beautiful play backside to Jacobs, who had gone to the net and tucked it into the, at that point, empty net. It was a really good fake and deception coming from Dragicic there. To be 7 from 9. I'm not sure if there'll be another assist in the play, but a good-looking goal for Sartell. They get their second.
Devin Jacobs, his 11th goal of the season, and he leads Sartell in that department coming into tonight's game. It's now 6-2. Well, Daragesh is getting the goal.
I think they missed that one.
They're not allowed. And that may be one of those things that'll be under scrutiny when the coaches get a hold of the tapes and take a look at things.
Yeah, there's been a few probably corrections that are going to be made on some of the goals tonight, which is fine.
With another approach and an attack, things can get a little bit tainted for just a moment, but it cleared quickly.
Yeah, and a good looking regroup play from the Spuds defense. Devig to Mickelson, and Mickelson zips it up quick all the way up the ice to Warner, who gets in on the attack again as Max Cullen drives to the net. Evan gets a shot on quick, but he's able to hang on to that one, so we'll have a face-off coming to the right of the Sartell goaltender. 6:37 to go in the second.
Yeah, Sartell has changed goaltenders. There we'll have to look up. Dylan Newman. Now in goal, Dylan Newman. And play is underway near side. Long rake wide pass picked up off the wall by Colin Otto. And Sartell kind of waking things up just a bit. Here's a shot from down below. Rebound up on top, turned down. Michael Herman has it. Sent up on top for Devig. Center pass, right on goal. Devig picks up the rebound and dishes it down to the near corner. Rink wide it goes. Played up, here's the send right up on top and a shot away, and it bounces out to center ice. And as they head out, a whistle stops play. Not sure I understand the signals given.
Yeah, they're getting together on it. I didn't see
anything that indicated.
The referee blew it dead.
I thought at first that it was because of an offside right in front of the Moorhead bench. But then all of a sudden, no.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Face off to the right of Newman.
Play is down and dished out and brought near side. Here's the walkthrough by Ben Lundeen. Throws it down towards goal. It is a 6-2 hockey game. Moorhead with the lead with 5 minutes and 40 seconds still to play in the second. George Arnold carries it on the way in and then gives it off to the referee, and play will resume out at center ice. Both teams, Moorhead's schedule, they play an undefeated Minnetonka, and now they come in the next game and play the undefeated Sartell Sabres. Sartell did have one loss.
Yeah, either way, though, the quality of the competition certainly there. Anytime you get 8 games in and you've only lost one of them, you're doing something right.
Well, it was a year ago that the Spuds went down to the Holiday Classic, and took a swipe, took 3 in a row, and it was a different team from that point on. So with that in mind, it ended up with them putting an orange banner up. And play continues now and off to the far side. Spuds, a little touch pass near side, but tipped away. Recovered down low. All the way to the far side is Drew Corton. And here's the Spay walking his way in. A nifty pass. Oh, my. Got stopped just as he delivered the punch. Turnaround down deep in the near corner. And from there, sent off to the far corner. Lifted up and lifted out. The Spuds are there to pick it up and send it back, but it came in offside. 4 minutes and 43 seconds remaining. Moorhead leading at 6-2 as we play tonight's hockey game at Moorhead Sports Center.
Nice looking play again as the Spuds are able to find that up ice play frequently. As that time it was Paulson, zipped it all the way up the wing to John Grammer. He got in deep, laid it back to Max Cullen, and near another scoring attempt for that group.
Off the face-off, it ends up at center ice. Left along the side. Zach Devig brings it out, and it's turned around and sent back in behind the net. A watchful eye from Will Arnold. Here's the play out, and dropped rink wide. Wind up and it was a soft touch. Here's a rebound shot and looked good, but hit the iron and falls away. Play comes near side. Up against the wall. And the escape then by Preston Deragish. And as he enters the zone, whistle stops play with 3:57 still to play here in the second.
Another good-looking zone entry from that line of Zimmerman, Bergeson, and Herman. As Bergeson's able to come across the blue line with it. Zimmerman's flying through the middle, and then Mikey Herman on the backside gets a shot off. Zimmerman jumps on the rebound, and then out to Bergeson, who hits the crossbar on the backhand.
It ends up down in the Moorhead zone. The Spuds break out of the zone 3-on-2. Cycling it down, here's a little touch pass towards goal, but it was gloved up and hung onto by Dylan Newman.
Same group again entering that time. Great play on the wall by Titan Bergeson to exit the zone as the defenseman gave him a pass, allowing him, Finn Paulson that time, allowing him to make a play. Titan wins on the wall, starts up the ice, and this time he tries to find Zimmerman in the middle. And Zach's able to touch it in on net, but he's able to stop it and cover up face off to the right.
Caleb Thompson in the draw for Sartell draws it out to the far point. A collision there, but the puck stays in play as Thompson catches up to it and shovels it out back and forth. And it's Moorhead that pulls it away. Nice defensive play by Finn Paulson. Turning, rocking, shouting, and a rebound goal. It just kept pestering and finally went sneaked in.
Nice job that time as Finn Paulson had kind of caught in the zone, but the puck came back to him. Some good poise and presence from Finn. He finds George Arnold, or maybe Seamus Campbell in the middle, who finds George Arnold for a quick shot. And then the rebound lay loose behind Newman, and Will Cullen went hard to the backside post and was able to clean up the rebound. So Will Cullen for his second goal of the night.
Second goal of the night for Will Cullen and 7th of the season. Will Cullen does get George Arnold getting a lot of point attention here tonight as he gets credit for the assist.
This game for George Arnold in that whole line. Campbell should pick up a secondary on that as well.
Play down in the corner. 2:50 and clock running here, second period, as the Spuds have taken it back to a 5-goal advantage at 7-2. And the play comes bandied about before it's kicked out of the zone and out the center. The Sabres are waiting for it, but the pass was deflected away and into the zone, picked up by Brady Anderson. Here's the walk-through and off to the far side played. Offside momentarily. Everybody touches up and play continues on as Warner comes in with a shot. He was going for the upper corner. Brady Steffen is checked out as the Spuds will have to go back defensively. Less than 2 minutes now showing. On the way in, deflected off by Coronado. Caught in the skates and picked up by Herman. He goes down. There's the arm going up, and that'll be tripping. As they walk it in, it deflected goes, and that will put the Spuds into the power play with 1:39 yet to play in the second.
That was a bit of misfortune for the Sartell player there, as Lane Larson, as he led with his stick trying to make a play, and it just got wrapped up in Mikey Herman's feet. So we'll see the Spuds' first power play of the night. 1:39 to go in the second period. You've got Max Cullen stepping in with Bergeson, Warner. You got Mickelson and Zach Zimmerman out there.
Moorhead on the year. 38% completion of power play opportunities and 13 of 34. Play is down with 1:38, clock running, second period. Here's Bergeson delivering to the near side. Zach Zimmerman keeps control, going rink wide with it out to the far point. Bergeson brings it. Here's the return. Zimmerman walking his way in, stick handling his way, and he put a shot that got all the way to the goaltender, but there were a lot of people in between.
Yeah, a nice little play from Zach Zimmerman there as they work it around between Bergeson and Mickelson to get it to Zimmerman, and he has such good patience and poise with the puck to work around that defender and get a good shot on goal.
Zimmerman with it to the near side. Rink wide pass, shot blocked away. Got almost to the goal mouth, and then it was swiped by one of the defenders.
Great look from Warner there in on Newman. He was able to get a pad on it.
1 minute remaining. The Spuds break through center ice. All the way through to the near side. Stick handling along the wall. Out near the point, then back in to the corner. Zimmerman along the near side. Stick handling to keep it under control. Had lost it out at center ice. Spuds have to check in and check out with 36 seconds remaining in the period. Centering pass, Evan Warner. Carries it to the corner, sends it back out to the point. And a walk-in delivered back up on top. Here's Zimmerman. And he just did get the pass away. 18 seconds remaining. And that one got tipped away loose, and the Spuds have to retrace and pick it up, and they'll come across the blue line and giving it to Max Cullen. And they're going to run this one down. Will they get one more shot away? No. As the horn sounds, the teams will head to the locker room after 2 periods of play. It's Moorhead 7 and Sartell 2.
Hi, my name's Titan Bergeson, and you're watching Spuds TV.
Selling land is a big decision. Knowing when and how to sell can be complicated. Let Steve Dalen, Farmland Sales eXp Realty, guide you through the sale process. Steve Dalen will bring you a local touch with nationwide support. Steve Dalen, Farmland Sales, where customers become clients, clients become friends. 701-893-8517 or stevedalenfarmlandsales.com.
small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise but is overwhelmed by all the options. Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Start the engine, shine the light into the storm. Knuckles white, and the clock ticks. Time does not define me, it drives me. To keep roads, schools, and storefronts open. Although the job is done for now, the clock will always.
Your home for Boss Snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
Don't work out where you won't work out. Blueprint Personal Training. At Blueprint, you'll work directly with an experienced personal trainer and nutrition coach in our brand new private gym. Tell us about your fitness goals, and we'll provide the personalized workouts and motivation to get the results you want to see. Training, nutrition, accountability. Blueprint Personal Training. BlueprintFargo.com.
Hi, my name's Titan Bergeson.
Hi, I'm Brandon Mickelson.
Hi, I'm Max Cullen. And you're watching Spuds TV.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Buffalo Wild Wings' new spicy chicken dippers are the perfect amount of heat. Same thing people say about me. They're like, Hank, you're perfectly hot. Gotta dunk you in that tangy beat-up dip hot. New spicy chicken dippers from Buffalo Wild Wings.
Need to make a great impression? Whether it's eye-catching newsletters, professional business cards, or custom envelopes, Copycat Printing has you covered for all your printing needs. Located at 1624 Main Avenue Southeast, 218-236-1115.
Home is more than a place. It's the people and moments you live for. With all you have to protect, choose insurance that helps you experience more of what matters most.
For 40 years, we and our dealers have believed that the kitchen is the heart of the home. Family dinners have always been a special way of catching up, solving the world's problems, and breaking bread. We'll make the countertops, you make the memories. Fabricators Unlimited.
Hi, I'm Max Cullen. And you're watching Spuds TV.
A little nonsense is what I need. Now if you wanna get the best of me, got you smiling, that's for sure. Funny how you had the best of me.
Boss Snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
Hi, I'm Brandon Mickelson. And you're watching Spuds TV.
Family is really important to me, and being able to be home and spend time with my young family, it's nice to be a part of that. I'm helping to coach my kids hockey. When you know you're doing what you're supposed to be doing when you're on the ice, there's nothing like it. It just makes you feel like you're where you belong. The biggest connection that I had with Bell Bank was making a difference in our community. I really appreciate the way that they aren't afraid to stand up in the crowd and get out there and make a difference. I just think that our values really lined up and made a really good fit.
Northwest Blinds is a proud supporter of all Moorhead Spuds activities. For over 30 years, we have been providing customers with a wide assortment of window covering choices. Owners Arlen and Carlos Swenson are available by appointment for a free in-home consultation on all your window covering needs. 218-236-4813 or nwblinds.com. At Northwest Blinds, we say, you wish you had more windows, and go Spuds.
Hi, my name's Titan Bergeson, and you're watching Spuds TV.
Selling land is a big decision. Knowing when and how to sell can be complicated. Let Steve Dalen, Farmland Sales eXp Realty, guide you through the sale process. Steve Dalen will bring you a local touch with nationwide support. Steve Dalen, Farmland Sales, where customers become clients, clients become friends. 701-893-8517 or stevedalenfarmlandsales.com.
Is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Start the engine, shine the light into the storm. Knuckles white, and the clock ticks. Time does not define me, it drives me to keep roads, schools, and storefronts open. Although the job is done for now, the clock will always.
Your home for Boss Snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
Don't work out where you won't work out. Blueprint Personal Training. At Blueprint, you'll work directly with an experienced personal trainer and nutrition coach in our brand new private gym. Tell us about your fitness goals, and we'll provide the personalized workouts and motivation to get the results you want to see. Training, nutrition, accountability. Blueprint Personal Training. BlueprintFargo.com.
Hi, my name's Titan Bergeson.
Hi, I'm Brandon Mickelson.
Hi, I'm Max Cullen. And you're watching Spuds TV.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Buffalo Wild Wings' new spicy chicken dippers are the perfect amount of heat. Same thing people say about me. They're like, Hank, you're perfectly hot. Gotta dunk you in that tangy beat-up dip hot. New spicy chicken dippers from Buffalo Wild Wings.
Need to make a great impression? Whether it's eye-catching newsletters, professional business cards, or custom envelopes, Copycat Printing has you covered for all your printing needs. Located at 1624 Main Avenue Southeast, 218-236-1115.
Home is more than a place. It's the people and moments you live for. With all you have to protect, choose insurance that helps you experience more of what matters most.
For 40 years, we and our dealers have believed that the kitchen is the heart of the home. Family dinners have always been a special way of catching up, solving the world's problems, and breaking bread. We'll make the countertops, you make the memories. Fabricators Unlimited.
Hi, I'm Max Cullen. And you're watching Spuds TV.
A little nonsense is what I need. Now if you wanna get the best of me, got you smiling, that's for sure. Funny how you had the best of me.
For Boss Snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
And the goals that Sartell were able to negotiate there was nothing cheap about them. They were right where they were supposed to be.
Yep, and it's good plays, hard plays, going to the net, and as we've talked about a lot, that's a timeless way to generate some offense, and they've done it successfully twice tonight, and we'll see what kind of answer they have here in the third period.
Are the Spuds in a position that you thought they might be at the start of the season?
Yeah, you knew they had a talented group coming back with a good chunk coming off of their state championship team, returning to the team. The Bantam team from youth hockey also was a state champion last year, so they had some help coming from the Bantams. And So you knew they had some potential to be good, and they're showing it in their results to this point of the season with a number of good wins, and of course one loss coming to the second-ranked team in the state, so nothing.
Yeah, we'll have to
awful
be
about
keeping
that.
an eye on that score too on their play, just to see how they reacted and responded to a game with the caliber that Moorhead had. And that would be that we're talking, of course, about Minnetonka. So as play gets underway, Spuds attack. Sabres are at full strength. I forgot the Spuds were on the power play. Now we're even strength. Big hit, collision there. Wrap around out in front. Chasing it down, it is deflected and then kicked back and out to center ice where play continues there. A long pass rink wide. It got away from Bergeson, so the icing is called, and that puts us into the draw at the other end to our left. Just underway, third period.
So face off on the icing will come down to the left of Dylan, and Spuds will get in there with Max Cullen, Evan Warner, John Grammer, Paulson, and Corton on defense.
Play to the far side is brought back, and off the near wall, Devin Jacobs handles it. Sent rink wide, goes ricocheting into the corner, played right back out by Will Arnold. And to the near side, here's the walk through. Cullen centering pass, blocked, rebound, shot, knocked away. Come from behind, and it works it near corner before pushing it out in front, and play continues there off to the far side with Lane Larson. Spuds are there to take it away and put in a shot, lifted it high, and it fluttered just at the top of its peak, and it comes down to where the Spuds are there to pick it up, and they set up their attack, wind up in a shot into traffic, blocked away. Recovered by Sartell, and they break out of the zone, and it's 2-on-2. On the far side, Preston Daragish. Rebound shot, blocked away. Spuds were left an opening there, but could not find a way to take advantage of it, and so play continues on with a play out on the near side. A long play off to the far corner. Brought back near side. Corton with it off to the far side for Warner. And as it clears the goal line, it is an icing pass. Stopping play with 14:53 remaining.
Well, a near miss for the hat trick for John Grammer as he gets on a puck and hits the post. Looked like he could have beat the goalie clean. Play comes all the way down to the other end.
Oh, we've got time.
There's time, sure. 14:53 left. Now, Spuds end up icing it on a nice wall play that just didn't quite connect from Warner to Will Cullen, but face off to Will Arnold's right now with Will Cullen stepping in.
To the corner, it is pulled out by Andrew Bollinger. Bollinger throws it down in the corner. Spuds putting on some heavy pressure there to take it over. Brady Steffen plays it out to center ice where it's poked off to the far wall. On the near side and out to center. Max Cullen circling around, or Will Cullen circling around, bringing it back to the near wall and keeping it in play where Cullen skates past it as it floats over the top of him. Mickelson goes back up ice to track it down. Long play into the corner. We are at the 14-minute mark here in the third period. Moorhead leading it by a score of 7-2 as the play comes up along the near side. Down deep into the corner, Zach Devick. Big collision and the plexiglass holds strong. Meanwhile, the play ends up ice. Comes right in on goal, steered off to the side by Will Arnold. 11 shots on goal, Sartell. 30 shots on goal, Moorhead. Play out to the near side, and Huteri. Stick handles it down into the corner. Huteri goes deep into the corner to try and play it, and then it's picked up by Colin Otto. And on the play, we've got a penalty.
Yeah, the Sartell defender rode Will Cullen hard into the wall. Might be a checking from behind, maybe a boarding or roughing. He's going to give him a roughing. So we'll get to see the Spuds power play for the second time tonight.
Colin Otto drawing the penalty. As we mentioned on the first power play opportunity, Moorhead at 38% on the season on 13 of 34. That's improved. Here's a play off to the far side and played down deep into the corner, backhanded out. Here's Bergeson walking his way in with a shot off the side of the net, and play comes back out where they'll line it up again. And just before he lines it up,
So it looks like on the previous play when Bergeson came downhill there, he ripped a shot that might have caught part of the netminder's helmet, which dislodged it, and it ended up coming off, which is an automatic whistle.
that's where the attention is anyway. And the helmet has been shaken clean of the residue of the game and is back in place, and we're ready to drop the puck. Drawn out to the point from Mickelson, sending it off to the far point, walking his way in. Here's a shot, and it's deflected out to the near side for the Spuds as it's played on the return to Mickelson, winding up with a shot. It just flutters by, and play is leaving a broken stick on the ice. Rink wide it goes, and it bounces out to center ice. It'll clear all the way up with 12:40 to play. 7-2 the count. Moorhead with the lead and the puck as they walk their way in on the power play. Winding up with a shot, glove save. Dylan Newman.
Nice looking zone entry on the power play for the Spuds, and they're able to find Max Cullen coming in on the backside. But Dylan Newman did a nice job of pushing off and getting across his crease to get square to that shot and make a big save for Sartell there. 1:05 to go in the Spuds power play.
Faceoff is down and high out on the high in the slot. Comes near side to the near corner. Here's Grammer walking his way to the corner. And back out it comes to Corton. Stick handles it out to the far side. The return. High in the slot. Walking his way in, delivers near side. And again, the playing catch from the corner to the point to the corner. And now back on top it goes nearly rink wide, where it's picked up by Zach Devick. To the far side, return up on top. Here's Grammer, stick handling his way through, tapping it towards goal. Big collision there, no call. And play moves on. 23 seconds left on the penalty. Here's Corton. Near side for Grammer, walks in with a shot. He was trying to thread the needle and just missed wide left. Cap keeping it in, it comes back near side. 6 seconds left. Here's a centering pass that gets all the way through. And as that clears the red line, the icing call is waved off, and play will continue on now at even strength. 11:14 to play in the third. Moorhead leading at 7-2. Here comes the rush in. Zach Devick carries it all the way to the near corner. Up on top, Finn Paulson turns it around and sends it down deep to the far side. Rink wide pass chased down by Devin Jacobs of Sartell. Deep it goes, played back out. Spuds changing on the go. Here's a centering pass near side. Wind up in a shot blocked away. Got a race for the puck up ice. One-on-one where the passing away gives Lane Larson a shot to send it over and could keep it in play. It bounces back and it comes near side. A watchful eye. One of those things that you see in the flow of play is whether you should pass or not pass, or where you should. And oftentimes it looks like nothing happened when you realize that it was a pretty good play. And we noticed that with Tyden Bergeson, how his passing is right there where they're hoping it would be, and at the opportune times. Doesn't always go in, but the opportunities are there. Long play up. Backhanded down low, and the Spuds come in to help out. Near side with 9:37 remaining. Long play out, gathered in by Preston Duragic. There's a windup and a shot, knocked away. Will Arnold, point blank. Here's a rebound. Another shot sent in towards goal, but wide of the mark and all the way to the wall. Played back down near side for Grady Huteri. It bounces up, cleared by Zach Zimmerman. And icing is called there to stop play at 9:06 remaining here in the third.
Little misfire there as they tried to hit Warner up the right side and goes for an icing. So 9:06 to go. Face-off coming to Arnold's right. We've got Mickelson and Huteri back on the point. Max Cullen stepping in with Evan Warner and John Grammer.
Both teams are at full strength. A long pass all the way up ice for Max Cullen. Steered back, and here comes Sartell. Tapping it ahead. Jamison Schmitz brings it near side. Here's a nice touch pass ahead. Max Cullen walks his way all the way down low, leaves it up on top, backhand shot and a goal. Oh, that's a highlight reel movement right there. The shake from the left to the right and move the puck along and slip it in for a goal.
Well, there you have Mickelson again, and he's so crafty with how he joins the rush. And really what you got to play, this starts with just good, solid play all the way up the ice again as they wrap a puck around up to John Grammer, who touches it on to Max Cullen. And then Max Cullen does a lot of the labor here on this one as he enters the zone, makes a little hesitation move at the line, gets the edge on the defender, and has the wherewithal to lay it back to a streaking Mickelson, who goes forehand, backhand, and tucks it for his second.
Brandon Mickelson gets the goal, his second of the afternoon. And sixth of the year from Brandon Mickelson. 8:13 to play now, and it's an 8-2 game, and it's running time. Down deep in the near corner. Collision there, but Andrew Bollinger able to handle it. It comes back out near side. It's tipped up. Backhanded pass down deep in the near corner. Bollinger once again has a handle on it, and he steers it along the near corner and off the wall, delivered down low to Jaden Bambanek. Bambanek sending it rink wide. Long play all the way to the near blue line, and it's deflected back, and the Spuds pick it up and head in. Brady Steffen. Or rather, that was George Arnold, rather, that had a little touch pass ahead and keeping it out of harm's way. Clock is running along with 7:16 to play.
Nice little move, non-move by Will Cullen to just protect the puck and kind of leave it for his oncoming speed in support. And let's get in and get a good look, but Sartell needs to ice it.
Here's a backhand shot on off the face-off and another goal. He was not really prepared for a shot coming in his direction. It just seemed his reaction was, oh yeah, I better take care of this.
Well, and just a good job by unit on the face-off. As you can always score off of a face-off if you have a plan. This one looked like a little bit more of a broken play as Will Collins able to get it kind of a neutral draw. Campbell does a good job of fighting for it, turning, using his big frame, and then ripping a wicked backhander past the netminder.
I misfired on listening in on who actually scored the goal.
Seamus Campbell got the
Seamus
goal,
did, okay.
assist to Will Cullen.
And it's 9-2. There's, and we're not done. Sartell comes right back up ice, and they slip one in, beating Will Arnold.
And it's that combination again, like their top line. Dragicic and Jacobs again. This time, Dragicic ending up on the right end of it with a feed from Jacobs. Nice goal for Sartell.
9-3 now the goal. The goal count. 5.5 minutes to play. Here's a long shot sent in towards goal, and the glove save made by Dylan Newman.
Can't say enough about the play of Titan Bergeson tonight again, and they're a nifty play off the wall. Mickelson does a good job of freezing the Sartell forecheckers, opening up Bergeson, gets it to him. He makes a nice play off of his skate into the Zimmerman. Zimmerman with speed, able to find Brady Steffen joining late, but not able to sneak it by the netminder.
Centering pass, shot, glove save. Where is it? Oh, there it comes kicking out of his breezer.
I don't think he quite had it in the catch glove, but it was kind of stuck in his arm somewhere there.
Yeah. Play is quickly down. Clock is underway with 4:36 remaining. Here's the walk-in by Brady Steffen. He stick handles his way through, puts the shot on, blocked away by Newman. And it comes right back out to center ice where it's gathered in by Titan Bergeson. He'll cycle down, wrap around up on top, nobody there but Blue. And it comes all the way back near side. Here's the walkthrough by Bollinger. Long shot sent on and steered away by Will Arnold. A rebound out of the far corner and a turnaround wrist shot. The rebound comes totaling out. Here's the centering pass. Backhanded try. A collision there with his teammate, Brandon Mickelson, last one up. And icing there with time remaining as Jamison Schmitz tried to track it down. Clock continues to run with 3:36 now showing. 9-3 Moorhead.
We got the line of Gage Kalhoff, Owen Wright, and Noah Peterson on the ice now with Devigan Corton in defense.
As the puck goes down, it's drawn down, and Zach Devick chases it down up ice. Circles out of the near side, bounce pass up. Stick handled away. Off to the far near corner, rather. And play it up against the wall, then it's Zach Devick. He sends it up, captured and regained. Moorhead sets up 2-on-2. Here's a centering pass, wind up with a shot, blocked away, and a goal! That looks like Drew Corton.
We're gonna have Drew Corton getting the goal as he followed up the play, picked off a pass, kicked it wide to Owen Wright. Owen Wright enters the zone, finds Gage Kalhoff streaking in the middle. A real nice hard snapshot from Gage Kalhoff. And he's unable to handle it. The goaltender's unable to catch it. And Drew Corton continuing to the net is going to get the rebound goal. So congratulations, Owen Wright and Gage Kalhoff on their first varsity points.
And it's 10-3. Long play on to the far side. Here's the windup. Walking in on goal, and it's deflected away. Good defensive effort by the Spuds to take it out of harm's way. On the return all the way up ice. Steered to the near side. Bounce pass away. Turned around and sent all the way down. In pursuit, it's picked up by Isaac Metzer. Sent back near corner. Play up to the near point. Here is Mickelson sending it to the far side. A long shot deflected up and into the netting. And the clock continues to run along now with 1:09 remain. And with 1 minute to go, it's Moorhead 10 and Sartell 3 as the teams complete their line changes for this next faceoff. Moorhead Zach Zimmerman handles it down into the corner, stick handling where there was a shot right on, but blocked and saved away by Dylan Newman.
Nice job by Grady Huteri to make a little move on the edge, get into a shooting area. Dylan Newman able to stay in front of that one. Another face-off to his left.
And the draw is down. High in the slot, wind up in a shot, glove save, kick back out onto the ice. And play will come down now as we go inside of 20 seconds.
Perry again efforting for his first. Another shot, quick shot from Grady.
Well, if they wanted to, they could kind of, there it is too. They're delaying.
Yeah.
Gonna let this one go in the buck. Well, should they drop the puck? Should they not drop the puck?
Zach Zimmerman kind of threw his hand like, oh man, we could have got one more crack at her here, but some encroachment, and they blew it down, and that was that.
That leads us to our final accounting. We'll be back in a minute to wrap things up. We'd like to wish Rob Grammer just the very best of Christmases and holiday season. And for Addison in the studio, again, happy Christmas and Merry New Year to all of that goes on in your world, in that little studio you've got. Can't thank you enough for all that you take care of. We'll recap the scoring when we return. Again, our final score, Moorhead 10 and Sartell 3.